Let's go. Eight.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he didn't quite have the back. Spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There we go.
Coleman now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Gun. There we go.
This is Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Get up!
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Go!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made there by Cody Sensabaugh.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Wait! 11! Let's go!
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, let's go!
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as this.
Get up!
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So far, we haven't looked back to what Pittsburgh did last week. So before their offense comes out here, let's discuss that loss to the Chargers. Even though the Steeler fans don't want to hear it, that was their largest blown lead at home in Steeler history.
I still can't believe this number or these statistics. 174-0-1 at home with at least a 16-point lead prior to that game. That's absolutely unbelievable, but let's give credit where credit's due. Did Pittsburgh actually blow the game, or did the Chargers come back and take it? Because I thought they did an excellent job in the second half. Now, here's the thing for Pittsburgh. Their lead over the Baltimore Ravens in their division down to just half a game as the sprint to the finish begins.
A good pickup there at 22. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 36 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We get set to see the Falcons offense again, and it's a group that really struggled last weekend in the loss to Baltimore. If you look at the numbers, their worst offensive output in almost 20 years.
And earlier this season, with so many injuries on the defensive side of the ball, the offense was carrying Atlanta. Remember when they had that nice streak and they got to 4-4 and it looked like, hey, they could surge and be a factor? Then the offense has gone south for them. 4th straight loss. Matt Ryan just 131 passing yards, a career low when he's attempted 20 or more passes in a game.
And now they travel to Green Bay. Beginning of the year, that looked like a blockbuster game. Both of those teams really struggling. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
23 yards on the play.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this game. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
20.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are in for 6. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
20, 20. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
8, 8, 8, 8. Like 5. 8, 8, 8, 8. Black is right.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Bell looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now Roethlisberger, flushed out right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They begin the drive with Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
20.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, and defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. This is Bell, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go, let's go.
There they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Left.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Steps away, and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Nice little juke. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Left.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Ryan. Flushed it. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards, and the Falcons cut into that lead. And that was a 3rd and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it and they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call, and boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The give is to Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ryan now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Ryan. Now he's flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Gun.
One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was